Hello again, dear students. How are you today? Welcome back to EasEnglish, your English learning program. This is your teacher, Rodrigo Lasso Campo, presenting lesson 214, part 2. And in this part, we are going to be doing the activities. There are 3 activities in the lesson. Perhaps you remember the title of the lesson is Places Plants and Animals Live. And in one of those activities, we're going to be recalling where some animals and plants live together. This activity, the first, is about where these animals live. The animals we can see in the pictures. First, we're going to name each animal. Then we will cut each animal out and paste on the page in the book, depending on where the animal lives. Let's do it. Well, let's name the animals in the pictures. This is a bird. I don't know exactly what kind of bird it is. Do you know? This is a bison. This is a giraffe. This is an Andean condor. This is a tiger. This is a panda. This is a pelican. This is a snowy owl. This is a shark. This is a cheetah. This is a yak, and this is a polar bear. I said I don't know what kind of bird this is, but I can infer this bird lives in the desert because of cactuses here. Do you see any other animal in the pictures that may live in the desert? Well, I would say this tiger also lives in the desert. Then I'm gonna cut these 2 pictures out and paste them on the page where animals living in the desert are referred to. You see, I have pasted the bird and the tiger in this picture, meaning that these 2 animals live in the desert. You know, this is a bison. Bisons live in the plains. Does any other animal in these pictures live in the plains? What do you think? A giraffe lives in the plains. Then I'm going to cut this bison and this giraffe and paste them on the page that deals with animals living in the plains. Let me do it. Here you are. 2 new animals are in this picture because I have added a bison and a giraffe that live in the plains too. Then we can say a bison, a giraffe, an elephant, and a lion live in the plains. As I said before, this is an Andean condor. It lives in the mountains. Do any other animals live in the mountains? What do you think? Well, pandas live in the mountains, and yaks live in the mountains too. Then I'm going to cut them out and paste them on the mountain page. Here we can see a condor that lives in the Andean mountains, a yak, which I couldn't identify in the beginning of the lesson, so it wasn't necessary to add the picture of a new one, and a panda that should go here on these trees eating leaves. And we can say that these animals live in the mountains. This pelican should have been pasted here on this dry tree, meaning that pelicans live by rivers. Besides, pelicans also live on lagoons and on the coasts. Here we have also a fish, and this animal that seems to be a nutria, as I said before. They live in rivers too. This is a snowy owl. Snowy owls live in the tundra, just like polar bears. Polar bears live in the tundra too. I'm going to cut them out and paste them on the page that belongs to animals that live in the tundra. Here we are. Polar bears and snowy owls live in the tundra. This is a shark. Sharks live in the ocean. So I'm going to cut this picture out and paste them on the page where we can find animals that live on the ocean, in the ocean. Here is the shark. Sharks live in the oceans, together with a very, very big variety of fishes or fish, and sea urchins and other animals. Here is a cheetah. Cheetahs live in the desert. I really forgot to cut this picture out and paste this cheetah on the page of animals that live in the desert, but I'm going to do it right away. Here is the cheetah. Cheetah lives in the desert, just like lions, a big variety of snakes, tigers, and many other animals. This activity, the second, is about words that end in the S sound. S. Here are 6 pictures. We are going to name each picture, and below the picture on these lines, you and I are going to write the capital S and the little s under the pictures whose names end in the S sound. Some names will be used in the singular form, and the others will be used in the plural form. These are pens. This is a tree. These are lips. These are stairs. These are gloves. And this is the sun. You heard it. Now you know which words end in the S sound and which don't. Let's write the capital S and little s under those pictures whose names end in the S sound. Here we are. Pants finish in S sound. Lips finish in S sound. Stairs end in S sound. And gloves end in S sound. But tree does not, and sun does not. Got it? Really easy, right? Now let's turn to the next activity. This activity, the third and last, is about words in the plural form. These words name the pictures here below. Each of them is a noun, and in this box we see the singular form of the noun. The exercise mainly consists in naming this using the plural form of the noun. Let's read the words: frog, bird, bear, tree. These are nouns, as I said before. Then we are going to use the plural form of the nouns to name these pictures. Frogs, 2 frogs. Birds, 3 birds. Bears, 2 bears. Trees, some trees. I'm going to write the plural noun forms here below the pictures, and after writing them we are going to make 2 sentences using 2 plural nouns. Okay? You try to make your own sentences as well. Here we are. There are 2 frogs, 3 birds, 2 bears, and some trees. Now let's make the sentences. Here are the sentences. Frogs eat bugs. Polar bears live in the tundra. In the first sentence, there are 2 nouns in the plural form: frogs and bugs. In the second, there is only 1: bears. Got it? Well, dear students, I guess this is all for now. It was quite nice for me to talk to you again. Hopefully, I'll be back to you in a short time. See you then.